Hi Fixer family, it's Charmin, and on today's video I have got a wonderful tutorial for you. Today I'm going to show you how to make a couple of different bows. These can be used on wreaths, packages, or anything else that you have that you want to put a bow on. Welcome to Fixin' 2. Well guys, I know that bows can be a little intimidating. There are some beautiful bows out there and you're like, oh my God, I can't make that kind of a bow. But I'm going to show you some simple, easy ways of making bows. So let's get started, me sharing with you how to make some different beautiful bows. Okay, the first bow that I'm going to be making today is I'm going to be making it with the wired ribbon. And what I want to do is I've got a ruler here and of course my pair of scissors, and I'm just going to take and I'm going to measure out a 24-inch piece of ribbon. So I will measure it and basically double it because it's we've got a 12-inch ruler. I see you've got that. We're going to go ahead and cut that off. Once we've cut this out, we want to cut out 6 24-inch pieces of ribbon. And then I'm going to take and we're going to dovetail both ends of the ribbon. And dovetails are so easy to do. Basically, you fold your ribbon in half this way, and then coming from your folded side up to the point, and you just find it and just make a little triangle cut, and there you have your dovetail. So we'll do it again. You fold your ribbon in half, and from your folded side you will cut from the folded side to the point to the end of the ribbon, cutting a little triangle, and you have your dovetail. Alright, the next step is to make our loops. What we're going to do is we're going to lay it out flat, take the bow to the end here of your ruler, fold it down to where the tip of your dovetail comes down to the 3-inch mark, and then at the 6-inch mark you want to take and you want to pinch your ribbon together, and then you're just going to, which makes a 6-inch loop, and you're just going to tuck it into your hand like this. Just tuck it back on your thumb and you'll do your next. So lay it out, bring it into the 3-inch mark, find your, and it doesn't have to be like super perfect right on the 6-inch mark, but just pinch it together and then tuck it into your thumb, making sure that you've got your loops even where you're holding it. One more time, we'll take it to, lay it out, bring your tip to the 3-inch mark, at the 6-inch mark, pinch it in and tuck it in to your hand. And we've got our loops. If they're a little, need to be a little adjusted, we do all 6 loops like this. Alright, now that we have them all tucked into our hand just like this, we're going to take our a piece of floor wire. This is called paddle wire, and it's just a thin gauged wire. This one is a 22 gauge wire. We'll take it and we're going to tie it right here where we have our hand, as you guys can see right there, where we have our thumb and it's attached. We're going to bring our wire around it, and we want to pull it as tight as we can. And then take it and just twisting. I found that twisting the ribbon actually is going to make this go tight and go a lot easier in the twisting. So just twist the ribbon around. We've got it good and twisted. And you want to leave, of course, your tail out here because this is what we're going to attach it to the wreath. So we're making sure we're good and twisted. And now it's time to fluff it. Because right now it doesn't look like so much, but once you get it on your wreath, it is going to look amazing. So now we've got it kind of fluffed out here. So now let's grab a wreath And we are going to put it on, let's see where the best spot is. Let's put it on about right here. Now you can fluff it out. Bringing your tails around. And of course you can make this with as many loops. You can make this also with different color fabrics to bring a variegation of ribbons in there. And there is you a wreath bow. Our next bow, I'm using a little bit wider ribbon here. This ribbon is, oh, how wide is this ribbon? I am not even sure how wide this ribbon is. Let's see how wide this ribbon is. This ribbon is about 4 inches wide, and what I've done is I've cut 18 inches of a piece of ribbon, and what we're going to do is we're going to take it and we're going to fold it in half, kind of, not really fold it in half, kind of come over, make a circle and overlap it a bit. And since it's a little wider, it's a little harder to get it, but what you do on the one side, hold it, and then pull it and find your center up here at the top, and then come in and pinch it together on both sides just like that. And what that is, when you fold it in half, you should have 2 equal sides of your ribbon. These are your loops. So we found our center. So now what we want to do is we want to take, and we're going to push from the bottom, because this is wider ribbon, you're going to have to pinch it together just a little bit more than a smaller ribbon. You're going to pinch up in the middle a little bit, push up from the bottom, and then on this side you'll push down and then back down again, and then you'll push up and then down, creating where you have pinched it together in the center and made your 2 loops. And then we're going to take twine on this one because we're going to cover our middle. So we're going to take some twine and we're going to wrap it around here just a couple of times. We want it to be good and secure, good and tight. We've got those wonderful little gathers in the middle. And so we're going to tie this in the back, pulling it really super tight. And we're going to cut off our excess here. So now we have 2 loops, and if they need to be adjusted so that one, you can pull them and adjust them a little bit and get them even. So then we're also going to put a tail on here, and I'm just going to measure out about 12 inches of a little tail. And again, we are going to dovetail our ends. Always dovetail if you can, because it just makes them look so much more elegant. We're dovetailing our ends. We're going to find our center, pinch it together in the middle, just kind of gather it up in the middle. And we're going to add it to the back. And here, I did a boo-boo. Should not have taken those ties off yet until I added my tail. But grab another little piece, put you a couple little knots. It's all good. And we'll trim all of that off. Now we want to cover up. And so now we've got our little tails here, looking all cute bow. Now we're going to cover up the middle. And what we're going to do is just going to take a small little strip, and I'm going to take and I'm going to fold it into thirds using that wire on the end, just like this. Then we're going to take a little bit of hot glue and dab it right here on the center in the front and put down that ribbon. Make sure it's good and dry. We'll flip it over. We're going to come in from the bottom first, putting another dab of hot glue back here. And then on this end, we're going to put another dab of glue right there. bringing the top part over kind of tight. And then we're going to trim off the excess here. And there you have it. Now this can be put also, it can be put on any decor piece that you might have, a sign. It can be put on a package, and it's just a simple little 2-loop bow. All right, the last bow that we're going to make is going to be like the one that I did on the Joy wall hanging. I'll link that in the iCards above for you to show you all of those goodies that we did. But we're using wired ribbon again. And this one is kind of more like a cloth ribbon, so it gives really easy. And it's just really a simple bow to make. I'm actually going to take the spool and I'm just going to drop it down here. And so it'll be easier to pull and do what we need to do. Grab my ruler here. I'm going to bend it back, the ribbon kind of back here, and I want to make probably about a 5-inch loop here. So I want this to come back about 6 inches. So we'll do that and then grab it here at about the 5. So we've got a 5-inch, approximately a 5-inch loop on this side. And now we're going to just take our ribbon and loop it back this way. We're also going to create another 5-inch loop on the other side, just pinching it together in the middle. And one way to help you find, again, that you've got the right size loops, just pull up, kind of got your finger in the center, and pull it up to make sure that they match. And we're going to make 4 loops on each side. Now, what we want to do on this part, this is going to be the front of your bow. And so what you're going to do is you're going to bring a smaller loop around, and you see how I tuck it here? I'm going to take my finger, and that's going to be probably about half the size in the middle. So that is your middle center loop. If you want it a little bigger, a little smaller, I like mine just a little bit smaller than that, so I'm going to kind of pull it just a little bit. There we go, and I've got mine just like that. So we've got it all bunched together. And before I cut it off, I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to use a zip tie. Now you can, if you've got big ones, you can use the big zip tie. You can use the T90 ones. Of course, you want something that's going to go all the way around your bow. So make sure that we've kind of got all of our ribbons in there, and we're going to come through that center loop, bring it around, and this way you can pull it super tight. So let's do that. We're going to pull this around. And what I like to do is take my scissors, put it on the big part of the zip tie, and just hold it down and pull. Pull, 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 pull. Alright, so now we're ready to cut this off in here. Make sure you do not cut it on the wrong side of your zip tie, because then you will not have a loop. So double check that you've got it on the correct side of the loop. Cutting that off. And now it is time to fluff our bow. I'm not going to pull this just yet to cut that off. So now basically I'm going to take and I'm just going to pull, starting on the bottom, and just pull each one side, the other side, another side, and then the other side. And this can be also a wreath. It can be on any kind, just like I did on the wall hanging I did at the top there. Makes a great, can be just Christmas bows you can make for your trees. So there you have your last bow. Well, I hope that these bow tutorials helped you out for this holiday season. They're very simple bows to make. They don't have to be exactly perfect to look beautiful. And I hope that this was something that you guys could easily do yourself. I would love to hear from you guys. Down in the comments section below, let me know which bow was your favorite. I absolutely love them all because I love doing bows, but I would like to know out of those which one was your favorite, and maybe also which one do you think was the easiest one for you to make. Also, give me a thumbs up and let me know that you liked this video. I love to do tutorials for you, and this helps me out. It helps my channel out tremendously. And if this is the first time to my channel, of course, welcome! I'm so glad you're here. I would love for you to become a part of the Fixer family. Go ahead and hit that subscribe button right over here and the notification bell right next to it so that you don't miss a single video. Don't forget that I've got 12 days of Christmas coming up starting December 1, and I'd hate for you to miss any of those as well as any other videos that come out. And also, I would love for you to share this video with your friends and family. All you have to do is hit that little share button down there, and you can share it on your Facebook, your Instagram. You can share it anywhere. Send it to someone by email. Let them know about this tutorial and help them to be inspired just like you were. I'm so glad y'all came along today as I did this for you. And always remember to keep looking up, because that's where it all is. I'll see you on the next video.